Most people think Klarna and Afterpay are basically the same app. But here's the truth no one tells you. In 2026, these two buy now, pay later platforms work differently in some very important ways, and choosing the wrong one for your spending habits can cost you money fast. A lot of users only compare the payment size and completely ignore things like repayment flexibility, shopping behavior, fees, and approval experience. That's exactly where most people make mistakes. In this video, I'll break down Klarna versus Afterpay in simple terms, explain the biggest differences, the pros and cons of each platform, and which one is actually better depending on your situation. Let's get straight into it. Both Klarna and Afterpay allow users to split purchases into smaller payments over time instead of paying the full amount upfront. For example, Alex wants to buy a new phone online. Both apps may allow him to divide the purchase into several smaller scheduled payments. At first glance, they feel very similar. But here's where it gets interesting. Klarna offers more payment flexibility overall. Depending on the store and purchase, users may get options like pay in 4 installments, delayed payments, or even longer-term financing plans for larger purchases. Afterpay keeps things simpler. Its main focus is usually the standard 4-payment structure spread across several weeks. For some users, simplicity is actually better. This is where most people fail. They assume more options automatically means a better experience. But extra financing flexibility can also make overspending easier. For example, Jake starts using Klarna for larger electronics purchases because of extended financing options. The smaller monthly payments feel manageable, but over time he ends up carrying multiple active payment plans at once. Meanwhile, John uses Afterpay only for occasional smaller purchases with short repayment windows. That structure naturally limits how much debt he builds. But here's the problem. Both apps can become dangerous if users stop tracking their total spending. Another major difference is shopping integration. Klarna is heavily integrated into many online stores and often promotes personalized shopping experiences directly inside the app. Some users enjoy this convenience. Others find it encourages impulse spending. Afterpay feels slightly more straightforward and less focused on extended financing complexity. Now let's talk about fees and approval behavior. Both platforms may charge penalties or restrict accounts for missed payments depending on the situation. Neither app should be treated like free money. Automatic repayments still come directly from your bank account, and missed timing can create overdraft problems fast. In a minute, I'll tell you which app is actually better for different types of users. If you want maximum flexibility, and sometimes finance larger purchases, Klarna may fit better. It offers more repayment structures and broader financing options. But if you prefer a simpler system with shorter repayment schedules and fewer financing temptations, Afterpay may feel safer and easier to manage. So, which is better in 2026? Honestly, it depends more on your spending habits than the app itself. Klarna gives more flexibility. Afterpay gives more simplicity. Responsible users can benefit from either one. But users who already struggle with impulse spending should be very careful with both platforms. If this Klarna versus Afterpay comparison helped you decide which app fits your situation better, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment below which platform you would personally trust more in 2026.